Hello, YouTube. This is Chelser the Destroyer, and we are definitely in summer. Anyway, we're going to watch Gigguk's summer 2024 anime in a nutshell. Grab your snackies, grab your bevvies. Let me know what you're eating and drinking down below. And let's get to watching. Bruh.
Hiya, my Oni-chan. Your cute little sister is waking you up with love and
What the fuck are you doing?
Did you
Punch her in the face. What is she doing? Punch her in the face.
just tell your sister to...
Yeah,
Are you
there it is.
exhausted from me saying at the beginning of every one of these videos how many new high-profile shows are coming out? Well, welcome to Summer 2024 Anime, where we have romance anime, including Sussy Sisters. Romance anime with Sussy Sisters. And my editor doing the trademark scroll of the seasonal chart. Okay, we're scrolling. We're still scrolling. Ooh, look at the scrolling. Is that some Sussy Sisters I see? So I'm not going to take up your time.
There are a lot of romance anime with sus sister relationships, I'm guessing.
You know the drill by now. It's a summer anime video, so enough waiting. Let's just bloody jump right into
Dang! What? She's dead.
it. Any second now. She's dead, isn't she?
Yeah. I really like his little music, like this little thing.
Guys, I'm sure over here, I'm guessing you like watching anime. What? How did you know? So shouldn't you be able to watch as many titles as you can as painlessly as possible? Well, with today's sponsor, ExpressVPN, you can do exactly that. With ExpressVPN, you can unlock tons of anime because you can choose wherever in the world you want to be to unlock the entire library for that country. Here in Japan, we have a ton of anime that aren't available elsewhere in the world, like Apothecary Diaries, for example. But on my end, sometimes I want to make use of my Crunchyroll account if I'm not feeling too Nihongo Jozu, but it's completely blocked here in Japan. So if I want to watch some good old-fashioned subtitled anime, with just one click, I can swap myself over to America and the entire Crunchyroll library is available for me. But it's not just Crunchyroll. I can also get access to tons of regional content on other streaming services like Netflix, which is one of my all-time favorite anime, Your Name. But if I want to watch it with subtitles, I have to switch myself over to Singapore.
RIP Apothecary Diaries is amazing. It is my favorite. Something else I've started watching. I need to just sit there and marathon it. I've started watching Bocchi the Rock, which I'm very delayed on, but my friend Daniel convinced me to watch it, and I watched 3 episodes so far, and I really do like it.
The fact that it works on all my devices, phone, TV, computer, makes it effortless to catch all the anime I want to watch whenever I want. With a single tap of the button, it's incredibly easy to use, and with just one subscription, I can connect up to 8 of my devices. So, what are you waiting for? Click that link in the description or go to expressvpn.com/gigguk2024 to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. Yes, free. Thank you very much to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. Let's get on with Summer 2024.
栄えある魔法学院では何が最も尊ばれるのでしょう。
What?
Gamers.
当然、魔法の才能。
Fuck! Okay, stop me if this sounds vaguely familiar. Short, muscular boy donning a black cloak who can't use magic in a world dominated by magic enters a magic academy aiming to be the top magic person in this magic world, gets ridiculed but is actually super strong, taking down everything with his brute strength and big sword. Hold up. I would start filing the DMCA claim myself if the show didn't go so goddamn hard. This is Wistoria, an anime coming from the director of Black Clover, could you tell? And the writer of Danmachi, could you tell?
And the character designer of Cross Age.
Could you tell? It's a premise we've seen before, following a formula that's oh so familiar, but presented in a shiny new package that looks absolutely phenomenal. Episode 1 hits you with this heart-pounding, jaw-dropping action scene, with the director seemingly taking all the lessons learned from working on Black Clover and refining it to the highest degree, then continues to deliver in the very next episode.
Okay.
On a visual standpoint, we're starting the season off with a bang, because I don't know if any other...
Visually, it looks pretty good. This looks a little wonky. Like, he looks a little wonky in this frame, but this looks pretty good. It's Harry Potter. I mean,
the show's gonna look as good as this. Okay, guys, I gotta get serious for a bit. Now, I know...
no, step brother. Help me, step brother.
You can see the title of this show, and I'm very aware of what kind of taste you think I have, but just listen to me.
Who'd you ship an Orimo?
When I say with zero irony that this show is legit. No, guys, hear me out. It isn't a meme. I'm being serious this time. It isn't what you think. Just give me a chance. I know. With the title like Days with My Stepsister, I too was expecting this to be the next trash-filled dumpster fire being the spiritual successor of Domestic Girlfriend, but this somehow is a 100% serious, thought-provoking, somber drama with no cliches, fan service, pandering, or anything you'd expect from a romance story between step-siblings. I know you're thinking, step-sibling romance without the spice? That's about as useful as fapping to get pregnant. But honestly, this looks like... Okay, you probably weren't thinking that. But this honestly looks like they are trying to tell a grounded story about two people later in their lives meeting in awkward circumstances and the realistic drama that would surround it. It's beautifully shot, atmospheric, taking its time with songs that speak right to the heart. This shit is the Dune 2 of incest.
I heard that Sweet Home Alabama. Fuck you.
A really promising looking drama, and I swear to God, it's not because it has a sister in it. Alright, what's next?
There it is.
Okay, guys. Listen to me when I say with zero irony. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. This anime's appeal is pretty simple to understand, you know? It's one of those cute little romance anime I'm comfortably watching on the living room sofa. Looks pretty wholesome and innocent. Then my dad walks in, sees this shit plastered on screen and goes, "Gone!" Scooch over, son. Let your dad watch too. This time we have a girl who flirts with the guy, but the catch is she does the flirting in Russian. But wait, the twist is he secretly understands her because he also knows Russian for some inexplicable reason.
I don't know. I never counted. I am not really a math guy, you know?
I'm just waiting for the episode where he reveals that he understood her the entire time, and the episode title is just Clueless Japanese Guy Surprises Foreign Girl with Perfect Russian. Normally I've gotten tired of these kinds of shows now, but I think I'm gonna give this one a chance, and you might be wondering why.
What is happening in this?
No, Tokukobo are just so good at what they do, they might as well be giving insulin shots with everything they make now.
My understanding was that a lot of people really do like the little sister character. So, you know.
It's not because of the little sister character. It has been a while though, since the season hasn't been completely dominated by high-profile sequels, but there are still a few. Tower of God is back, My Hero Academia is still airing, along with more Shy Hero Academia.
Hey yo, My Hero Academia, the manga finally finished. I read that. I have feelings, it's fine.
Starring Bocchi the Rocket, more near a tomato. Hopefully the hype for this season remains and it doesn't get plagued with production issues. Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest? Who's asking for more Fairy Tail in 2024?
You know,
I think we may have been a bit too harsh on Fairy Tail. Their fans have had it rough recently, and you know, every anime has its positive points. Monogatari.
All right. Well then.
He's back to show all these modern anime how it's done. See, unlike all the other anime this season, Monogatari has historically depicted a more normal sibling relationship.
Oh yeah, the very erotic toothbrush scene where he brushes his little sister's teeth. It's been a minute since I watched Monogatari or Bakemonogatari or one of those, basically. I think I watched about 3 seasons of it before I kind of fell off. What just happened to Ezra? Someone smacked her ass and then sat on her. That's what happened to her.
Greg, come on, you gotta go. Just get, it's a kid. Go, guys, I got him. Ah, dude, what the fuck? You got off my arm.
There was a misinput. Calm down. You calm the fuck down!
Cloverworks continue to prove that whether or not they mess up an adaptation, at the very least, everything they touch looks absolutely godlike. I thought Wistoria would far and beyond be the best looking anime this summer, but the sheer creativity in some of these storyboards, the amazing direction, casual art style switch up, and the pure animation eye candy might just put it a step above. Having said that, I'm a bit confused as to what kind of tone we're going for here. Some dude gets diced up to a pile of bloody cubes, the whole village is massacred, a fucking kid gets beheaded. It has some of the most grueling, gruesome imagery you can find all season. Then it hits you with a This is like a shonen anime taking place during the Red Wedding, but credit to Cloverworks for
shonen anime taking place during the Red Wedding. Jesus Christ.
Being able to get this much attention worldwide. This is meant to be set during a real historical time period in Japan.
This video is on YouTube. What do you mean I can't show this on YouTube? Like, the video that I am watching is on YouTube.
And it's stuff like this that can get an international audience interested in your history. I wonder what the Japanese audience thinks of this.
I'm not gay, but when I imagine this guy half naked, his ribs are faintly visible, and I can't stop ejaculating. I swear I'm not gay. Doubt, my guy. It's okay. You can be a little gay as a treat.
That's enough history lessons for today. Alright, we've got to switch things up. Osamu Dazai has one of the most tragic stories in Japanese history. As one of Japan's most famous novelists, Dazai experienced the darkness few humans have ever encountered, leading him to attempt to take his life not once, twice, but 4 times, to which fate denied him and forced him to continue living his torturous life.
Oh my god, I know exactly what this is, and I kind of want to watch it. I'm going to be honest with you. I know exactly what he's about to introduce. I feel like I read a few chapters of the manga. I know.
Eventually, he would put his broken soul into the novel, No Longer Human, one of the most harrowing pieces of media to ever be created, before he would eventually be able to successfully take his own life, finally fulfilling his wish of being left alone and finally given the grace of death. Anyway, here he is in a wacky isekai. Yep, we got a silly comedy about a depressed author who wants to off himself in another world, chomping pills like it's a mukbang video and charming goddesses with his suicide riz.
Suicidal riz.
God, that line made me want to Osamu Dazai myself. This isn't the first time anime has taken creative liberties with their historical figures.
I also need to watch Ya Boy Koming. I'm so behind on things.
But it does make you wonder, is there anything they won't put in an isekai? Yep. Don't adjust your screens, this is really happening. When I first saw this get announced, I had to double check that the date wasn't April 1st. This is an idea you'd expect for some wild fan fiction, but I think Warner Brothers realized all they needed to do was to give us anime Harley Quinn, then look us weebs dead in the eye and go,
I knew you would come.
All in all, this seems like just a fun, don't take too seriously type of show, giving us exactly what we'd expect. The Suicide Squad having a romp in an isekai fantasy.
I will say, I haven't heard the most positive reviews about this. In fact, I've heard a lot of people say, do not watch it, it is not worth it. So, like, I don't know. Because, like, I was hopeful, right? But, like, I've heard not great things about this.
World, but I'm not sure if I was expecting a bit more coming from the writer of Re:Zero and animated by Studio Wit, a studio that has historically put out banger after banger, because I'm not sure if there's anything else taking their focus. What the actual fuck? Hello, my dear friends. Today I want to do a class presentation.
Just gonna let you guys know, despite the Salt Modern Marvels video, I am in fact not a deer. I am one of the stupid cats that would lick the Himalayan salt lamp, which is bad for your cats. But I am not a deer.
About everyone's favorite animal, deers. Here are some fun deer facts. They can run up to 30 miles per hour. All male deers grow antlers. They have an avid aversion towards anyone named Connor. Deers are actually majestic creatures.
What did Connor do? What did Connor do to the deer?
Let's have a look at some of these magnificent animals in action. Deers can be found across the world, including countries like England, Japan, America, politer America, the North Pole, and of course, Narnia. There are over 40 species of deer, such as the red deer, the reindeer, the dead deer, the Australian jump deer, or as the locals call it, jumpos. And of course, Deer the Rock Johnson. Here's a fun deer joke.
Here, what do you get this for you?
Thank you for the gifted sub agency. Appreciate you. To cat deer? That's hilarious, actually.
You call a deer with no eyes? Blind. That concludes today's presentation. Okay. I hope we all learned a little bit.
Have you guys heard of the knot deer? Legitimate question. Have you guys heard of the knot deer? It's like a cryptid. Look it up.
More about deers today because I have no idea what the fuck this show is about. I parry everything. Now, this is a fantasy action about a man who parries everything. He parries swords, he parries a staff, he parries a goddamn cow.
Damn. Damn. Alright. Shit.
Holy shit, he parried his virginity. This is pretty much what the title says it is. It's an anime tailor-made for all you Sekiro fans out there. It's an anime tailor-made for you
Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
Alright, I can't believe you referenced Evo in like 6 minutes time and yet clearly haven't watched the GOAT. Hayao's godlike performance from last month
out there. And it's nice to see a protagonist who doesn't look like the same beta soy boy for once. I just want to see how far they can take this concept. Can he parry a gun? Can he parry a nuke? Can he parry my invasive thoughts? Oh, you can parry everything, huh? Well, parry this. You're a talentless hack who'll never achieve anything in life, and you're old. I had sexual relations with your mother.
Get wrecked!
Elsewhere in fantasy, plus-size elf is here to undo all the good the Dumbbell Show has done for weebs, with the series giving us some American representation in the only way anime knows how. That's right.
Yeah.
Blonde girls. If you're a fan of cake, I don't think you're ready, because respectfully, this anime doesn't have cake. It's the entire fucking baking industry. We got Onis, we got Dark Elves, we got Marcel after season 3 of Dungeon Meshi.
If you don't know, the point of this one is basically, like, I think it's like a portal opens up, or you can use a portal to go between like the fantasy realm and the real world, but you have to be the same size and or weight to do it. Like, you have to be the same size and weight to use the portal. Like, once you go through the portal, it's like you have to be like that to go back. And she eats too much because, you know, we put a lot of sugar in our foods, baby. And we fry a lot of stuff. So she gains a lot of weight. So she can't go back. So then she's like, oh, I need to work it off. But she's like addicted to our food.
We got Dark Elves.
Mass has to be the same. Yeah, there you go. The mass has to be the same.
Marcel after season 3 of Dungeon Meshi.
Hello.
Failure Frame is your pick if you want some dumb, edgy fun. This one was a niche concept, but I actually enjoyed it. You have a girl who is basically engineering her own magic tools in a fantasy backdrop, and I was honestly impressed. You truly do feel like you're in a made-up fantasy world because they actually made engineering look fun. We're gonna play some power fantasy that is no different from your generic OP main character in a fantasy world, except this time the protagonist is in his 30s, and I feel offended that this is a representation they think 30-year-olds want. You want to give us a power fantasy? Give us a mildly exciting new kitchen appliance, the ability to stay up past 2 a.m. Hell, wake me up when there's a protagonist who doesn't get a life-altering injury because he slept funny one night. First, there was anime.
Damn, just call my ass out, I guess.
Then came fictional idols in anime avatars. Then came real-life idols in anime avatars.
Yep.
Now, I present to you fictional anime about fictional idols playing real-life idols in anime avatars. For the first time, anime has actually given us a VTuber anime that accurately depicts the culture and content to the point where even I was surprised.
I need to look into this, I guess, for no reason. You know, just, there's no real reason I personally would. Anyway, so apparently this anime actually uses live 2D tracking for parts of it, so that's really pretty interesting.
Real-looking live 2D models using OBS as a streaming software. They play actual stream games like Getting Over It, and of course going live on Our tube? Anime's been streaming for
Our tube. Thanks for the follow.
Life depiction of VTubers, but I gotta wonder how accurate it is to have a drunk VTuber who just shouts obscenity on street. Huh?
I like to eat ass.
You know, for once we have a season not dominated by isekai.
Speaking of, I'm playing Drunk Mario Party. No, sorry, Drunk Mario Kart on Monday, so, you know.
Or fantasy, because romance seems to be going through a bloody second renaissance this summer. Senpai's and Otokonoko is a cute little romance where a girl confesses to a female crush only to find out that they're actually a boy. This is just Astolfo fans coming to terms with their sexuality. My wife has no emotions, aka man gets dumped and immediately goes to fuck his toaster. I get that this is meant to be a cute and innocent little series about a guy falling for his robot housewife appliance, but dude, seeing this guy awkwardly attempt to chat up his toaster gave me shades of the same energy as watching a grown-up Kazuya from Rent-A-Girlfriend.
But also, if she legitimately has no emotions, like how much of her is robot, how much of her is AI, and then you have the argument of like, can robots love?
Bro is being a certified smegma male. Another sister romance anime? Wait, no. False alarm. It's just a romance with two girls who are sisters. Look at that anime. No Sweet Home Alabama this time. This one actually has the most accurate sibling relationship because it's about two twin sisters taking it turns going, Mom says it's my turn on the Xbox. But you know, instead of playing Call of Duty, they're playing Halo Reach for My Peach with their childhood friend. Two-player co-op. I would have picked Call of Duty. Enough of your...
I mean, it's like always twins. There's every time. Okay, again, I read a lot of fan fiction. Every time there's a show or like a media or whatever where there are twins involved, it is always like the two of them and one other person like going after the same person and is like, hey, we got both of you and we're gonna be together and we're gonna be risen you, and like, you know, it is always twins, right? That is always how that shit works. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's like the fantasy of it, but always. And then it is never questioned. It is never like Sweet Home Alabama joked about whatever, even though it's like they're siblings though. Like, you know? Like, you know, or quintuplets, apparently. But the quintuplets, I don't think, end up in, like, a harem. Like, the twins always end up in a three-way. You feel me? Like a three-way relationship. It ends up in a triangle. I don't know. It's a triangle where everybody is connected, I guess. I don't know. Is that just me? I don't think so.
Harem anime, we have a girl who is the harem. She can be a tsundere, kudere, dandere, little sister. Yeah, add that one to the list. Introducing anime's very first Omnidere. This is just the girlfriend version of those knockoff game cartridges that promise 100 games in one. I was wondering where harem anime could go after one man finding 100 girlfriends. Who knew that the next step was just 100 girlfriends in one? Wait a minute. This is just weaponized schizophrenia. The proper etiquette when conversing.
Weaponized schizophrenia? My guy!
With girls. A guide by 2.5D seduction.
That got parried real hard. Hydrate. Why is she naked?
Wait, you're telling me a 2D obsessed, unsociable, hentai addicted weeb starts an anime club by himself, and the only person who joins is a cute, attractive girl whose only interest is cosplaying his favorite character, right before a hot superstar model transfers over, who's actually his childhood friend that's had a crush on him for years, and all they want to do is get him to take pictures of them cosplaying as hot, cultured anime characters? And you motherfuckers tell me isekai is the power fantasy genre. From the creator...
Listen. I remember being a little cosplay baby. And you do want, like, you want, like, a photographer. Having someone that is, like, your just, like, go-to photographer that can give you, like, decent pictures, like, that is a dream. That is a dream that a lot of little cosplay girlies got.
Kyoto, we've got another mystery detective series that is certainly a treat for the eyes. It might not be Kyoto animation, but this still looks bloody beautiful. The background, the atmosphere, the directing. This looks gorgeous. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Oh, they're not siblings! We're finally safe, boys! This is a different kind of detective story. There are no high-stakes mysteries to solve, no murder to uncover. It's about solving the little mysteries you find in everyday life. They have a full 10-minute Sherlock Holmes breakdown about how this guy makes his hot chocolates. This is like if Makoto Shinkai adapted a Reddit thread from r/mildly interesting, but somehow it keeps you engaged all the way through. It's about getting you invested in something inconsequential, finding something interesting in the mundane, and it really shows how these people really need to find a fucking hobby as soon as possible.
I mean, their hobby is solving the little mysteries that don't really matter.
You'd be in an isekai then, mate. This season has been a no-holds-bar free-for-all for romance, but even with all the choice on hand, there was still one that impressed me the most. Too Many Losing Heroines shows a guy accidentally witnessing a short, blue-haired anime girl getting last place in her own romance anime, like, all of them, and through that forms an unlikely friendship before unwittingly becoming the center to a bunch of other girls who have all been the rem to their rivals Amelia, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. If romance anime were Evo, this shit is the losers bracket. This is one of those shows that is self-aware enough to poke fun at all the cliches that plague the romance genre, but doing it in a way that clearly celebrates everything that is taken inspiration from. It gives you some great character writing, organic banter and jokes, but isn't shy about hitting you with these emotional scenes in between all that.
That is gorgeous.
Did I mention the production? This anime just seems to be teeming with passion. Just look at the ending. They had to experiment with new dollies and camera rigs, combining live action shots with real cell animation to get this cool aesthetic. All this I
feel like this is something that is like this type of like mixture of media is something that is blowing up recently, because there was even like, I think one of the Hololive girly pops had like a music video to one of their songs or whatever that had a mix of media like this, like live mix of live action and animated. So I feel like this is a new thing that's kind of coming out that we're seeing a lot of. Oh my gosh, Steve Reaper, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. I really appreciate you. Holy mess. Welcome.
Here,
thank you so much.
for you.
Goodness. Thank you. Guess who's back? It's Steve Reaper. Thank you so much.
Combining live action shots with real cell animation to get this cool aesthetic. All this effort for something 90% of you are probably going to skip anyway, but that's how you know they give a shit. And it looks like the team have taken that same passion and put it in the rest of the anime because it looks fantastic.
I also wonder, like, so he reaping that dew. Really though, thank you so much. I wonder, so like we've seen like evolution of anime, right? If you've been paying attention or been watching this for as long as I have, I'm very old. What's up? So like we've seen like them, you know, using CGI and the evolution of CGI quality and the use of it, like the way they use it within anime. And now we have things that it's like, okay, we're gonna mix actual real life video or pictures or whatever into this like animated scene and stuff like that. So like I'm wondering how that's gonna continue evolving, you know? Kind of interested in that. And now that we have like, you know, the VTuber anime where we use literally live 2D tracking for parts of it, like, you know, it's interesting. Well, it's not just weird quote unquote camera shots. It is using actual film or recordings of actual real life things into your animated show.
Out of all the romance anime, this had the strongest premiere and is one of the shows I'm going to be keeping a close eye on because it's just... Look, I don't know what is up with all the Sussy sisters this season, but I swear my mum's life, this is not the reason I'm praising them. We just have a whole season where some of the most popular or beautifully crafted shows have this little sister in them who seems
You seem very concerned that everyone knows that you're not a siscon.
way too enthusiastic about their brother, okay? Look, there are other animes you could watch. I mean, what else is hot this season? Nobody say a word.
実の兄弟だからいいんじゃねえか
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much this month
Buddy.
to Author Curtis Eckstein, Basil, Dysfunctional Degenerate, Flabberwocky, Jonathan,
Goodness.
Mike 808, Misaka 12315, Pain
Yeah,
Hatchet,
Shaft
Pony
does a
Star,
lot of,
Shouting Zombie, Watergeist VT,
like,
and everyone else on my page.
interesting like angles of their animation and stuff, which was who did like the whole Monogatari
with Sussy sisters. I'll be honest, I
thing,
actually think
so-
it's a breath of fresh air that we get so many shows that aren't as many high-profile stuff, because it feels like we're getting more time to discover more shows that might not have gotten the same amount of attention if they did air in another season. But we'll have to see how...
Can I tell you something that bothers me as someone who owns multiple cats? The pop filters of microphones, like the little like foamy thing, catching dust, cat hair, lint, whatever. It's annoying.
how these shows play out. That's pretty much it from me for today, though. I've been Gigguk, and I'll see you all next time.
Thank you, Gigguk. It's just a pet peeve. It's annoying to keep these things clean. I swear to God. Anyway, I kind of do want to watch that one isekai with the author. Because I read a little bit of it. And then I need to finish Bocchi the Rock, because Bocchi the Rock is legitimately very good. I don't know. People have been asking me about the deer one. I don't know about the deer one. It seems a little crazy. First suggested video, yeah. First suggested video wasn't r/marry my bro, r/entitled parents. Mom wants me to marry my brother. I mean, we could watch that if you want to. You tried one of the flat circles that goes in front of the mic and pop filter. Not for this mic because of how I talk into it.